What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of TheLead Houston, where it's all Houston all the time. You hear my voice, you hear the loud in my voice because, ladies and gentlemen, we have breaking news.
Breaking news!
The Houston Texans have made a trade. That trade, ladies and gentlemen, involves the Philadelphia Eagles. It involves a return of CJ Gardner-Johnson.
What?
My goodness. Yes, you heard me right. CJ Gardner-Johnson, the safety. The versatile, strong safety that fits perfectly with Kalen Bullock, Jimmy Ward. You have just upgraded from Eric Murray to CJ Gardner-Johnson. Now you're probably asking me, Harley, what did we get in return? You traded Kenyon Green away. Traded Kenyon Green away. Traded Kenyon Green away.
She had me feeling She said, baby, let's go.
You heard me right. The picture is there. Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? My name is not Paul Heyman. It is Harley Dugan. And unfortunately, I have the most greatest news in the world for Texans fans, and I get to stomp on the grave of Kenyon Green because the Houston Texans are acquiring veteran safety CJ Gardner-Johnson in exchange for a former first-round pick, Kenyon Green. The trade includes a pick swap, with the Eagles getting a 2026 fifth-round pick and the Texans getting a 2026 sixth-round pick. I don't even give a fuck about next year's draft. We traded Kenyon Green, a bust, an absolute bum, someone that was supposed to get cut. Honestly, there was an article from Jonathan Alexander implying that Kenyon Green was not going to be on this team and he was going to get cut, and you get something out of nothing. And my goodness, this something is a big deal for the Houston Texans. They get a man that has attitude, a man that is scary to be playing for and against. CJ Gardner-Johnson is an absolute dog, okay? And the secondary was already filled with a bunch of crazy son of a bitches. And now you might have grabbed one of the craziest SOBs to add to this loaded secondary. Kamari Lassiter and Derek Stingley were arguably the best cornerback duo in the NFL. You had Kalen Bullock on top of that, who is still learning how to play in this system, and he had 5 interceptions, by the way. And you still got a Jimmy Ward, who you know is guaranteed to miss games, but you know when healthy, that man is a bad mofo. And then you got Jalen Petrie, and to add into the mix, you get CJ Gardner-Johnson for a bag of Doritos? A fat ass, a fucking nobody. That's who you get. You get CJ Gardner-Johnson. Ladies and gentlemen, CJ Gardner-Johnson had pick sixes. He's 27 years old. He had 6 interceptions for the Philadelphia Eagles. I cannot stress how great of a move this is from Nick Caserio and the Houston Texans. I said earlier this morning that Darrell Taylor was the best signing in terms of free agency. Darrell Taylor is a good signing, but this is arguably going to be the best move of the offseason for the Houston Texans when it's all said and done. I know offensive line has to get done, and I know it will get overshadowed by the offensive line acquisition, whatever it is. CJ Gardner-Johnson at the end of the day is an absolute dude on this football team and deserves to be here with the Miko Ryans and company. He is the definition of that swarm mentality. D'Amico Ryans talked about some nasty defense when he was with the Philadelphia Eagles. CJ brings that attitude, that dog. He is a trash talker and a backer upper. That guy can do it all on the field. Extremely versatile. You want him to play high safety? He can do it. You want him to play in the box? He can do it. That is exactly what you needed next to Kalen Bullock's skill sets. And now the Houston Texans are cooking with grease, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot stress how much I love this move. This is a slam dunk, home run, touchdown, rock and roll, Mark Vandermeer style, Houston Texans, Kenyon Green off my fucking team. Fuck that fat bum. You got CJ Gardner-Johnson. Hell of a freaking move. As always, guys, go Astros, go Rockets, go Texans. You have a blessed day.